Hi, I'm Bob with Wolfe Ridge. Welcome to Paul Bunyan. It's the last day of the Paul Bunyan Show. I tried to get some footage the last 2 days, but it has been just crazy here. So I'm gonna walk around our booth right now, show you what's left. We probably had a dozen splitters here that left in the last 2 days. Right now we've got a 17 RS left, 22 RS left, 28C, and this orange VSC. And here's Kevin, our engineer, running the 17 VSC. And there's Martin from Fuelwood. Martin, give me a thumbs up. He's making some small wood on the VSC instead of the Kinlet this morning, but you can see we've got the stroke limiter set so this wedge won't go all the way home. When you're doing this small wood stuff, you got to be really careful. Always make sure your hands are on the side of the wood, never on the top. There we had the prototype disc cleaner. This FC16 is actually leaving right now. Ben's over doing the paperwork this morning. And we were feeding that with the 35 HDI box wedge. It's a perfect example because you get chaff and debris from those box wedge machines as that's going up that conveyor, going in the disc cleaner, getting all cleaned up before it comes in the pile here. So check this out. Here's what came out of this disc cleaner. And the end result, here's our firewood. So you can see, here's the VSC, vertical split stuff. There's the stuff from that box wedge machine. We had a diesel SHO filling a different conveyor too, but that conveyor left. So still there's still some pieces of kindling in here, but all that dirt and stuff is underneath of the disc cleaner. There's Norm from Woodman's, St. Louis. Give me a thumbs up. He came down here and helped us out with this show. Here's Nick from Assembly. Nick, morning coffee. See, you can tell there was a splitter right here, and you can tell there was a splitter right here, and a splitter over there. The Fuelwood Kinlet machines, small wood, minywoodsplitter.com, that forwards right to our website where the kindlets are listed. And you can see what we were making with these. We had it set to make kindling at first, and then we started to make the mini wood. So for like the solo stoves and all that stuff, these have that X blade design that just keeps going back and forth. This one's the Kinlet 200, runs off tractor PTO. Back here we got the Kinlet Pro, also runs off tractor PTO. Here you can see the rounds that we got going into it. We can do 10-inch max diameter. That feeds in here. Again, X blade design. So this X just keeps going back and forth in here. And then we get our output. This one, we just got to turn a knob and we can change from the mini pieces to the bigger pieces like this. This would be good for like a pizza oven or a smoker. And here you can see our pile. At the end of the show, they always do an auction. So we do have to buy the logs at this show to run through our machines to give you guys the test runs. But at the end of the show, they're gonna come around with papers and they're gonna mark each pile with lot numbers. And after they do that, everybody can walk around, look at all the lots, and they'll do a live auction at the end of the day. So it'll be really interesting to see what this pile and this pile sells for. The guys are reorganizing some things here, getting the splitters back to the front of the booth so it looks like we have something to sell on this Sunday. Look at this guy. Who's this guy? We brought the Kinlet Pro and the Kinlet 200.
And they're sold?
Yes, sir.
And other ones?
Yes.
And the other ones?
Yeah, very good response. Ben's getting some logs in the Wolfe Ridge grapple here. Gonna get these chainsawed up so we can split them. See, we got those front clamps on there. So we can put 2 logs in there, and we can buck both of those with the saw now without getting our chainsaw in the dirt.
Here's the question, guys. Whose beard is better, mine?
Here they're doing
or Norm's?
I guess they're doing a beard competition here, I guess.
Let us know in the comments. Thanks, guys.
getting some stuff organized on a table this morning, right before the madness. Martin's just starting a tractor up here. We're gonna run the Kinlet 200, the PTO gearbox. Basically just clicks onto the back of the tractor. So you don't have to be hooked up to the 3-point here. And then we need a 12-volt source off the tractor, and that's basically just to engage the hydraulics on it. That's the only electric part of this. We've been playing with different sizes on this thing, so we've been changing the stroke to making like this really small kindling. So now we're making kind of that mini firewood. You can see our pile right here. Good stuff. And Martin's here all the way from the UK to support the Fuelwood products. Yeah, buddy. All right, let's fire it up. So he started this up. He's going to keep the offcuts full, or the offcuts feeding in here. And if you wondered why Norm was noodling that wood and then cutting it down, we were doing it for this machine. So as we're going here, X-blade's going back and forth. I'm going to open this. When I do that, it's going to stop. You can see what's going on in here. These are coming in. The X-blade is cycling back and forth. And with each cycle, the belt advances one time. And then that's how we get our mini firewood. And to get it back going again, Martin, you want to start her up? Pretty complicated? All right. And you can see the excess coming out here. And you can stick your hand like right here to kind of help this out. You want to keep a little bit of pressure against the splitting area, but from like here, we can pull that out. And let's take a look at what we got going. Look at this stuff. It's amazing. Mini firewood. This is that new express wrapper. Drop your firewood in. You got your wrap and handle here. You wrap both sides, and you can actually wrap the one side, spin the turntable without breaking your wrap. Wrap this side, and you got your bundle of firewood. And the way that this was designed was based around 16-inch lengths, and you got, if you fill to this bend line, you'll be at a 3/4 cubic foot bundle. If you fill to the top, you'll be at a 1 cubic foot bundle. We've only got a little bit of time left today. We're gonna split through the rest of this wood so the grounds crew can come mark it for that auction. 17RS just got towed away with the 4-wheeler. We got Norm's running the 22RS with auto cycle. And we're gonna fire up this diesel big boy here in a minute. All right, the wood auction is happening now. So they're gonna auction off, I think these were separate lots, and this is all gonna be one lot. And this goes back to the Ohio Forestry Association for scholarship funds, if I recall correctly. And we rented a skid steer from Lepo Rents, which was awesome. Ben's been in this thing all weekend. He's been taking things out. Hey, we gotta take a splitter. It's only a mile away, but it was really awesome having this this skid steer and a good operator. And Lepo Rents, he told me they had 3 skid steers that they wrap different ways. So this one was wrapped with this Mission 22 stuff, and a portion of every rental with the skid steer goes back to Mission 22. So a big shout out to Marty at Lepo Rents and the whole crew at Lepo for getting us hooked up with this. And then we had this Bobcat tractor as well to run the Fuelwood Kinlet machines. So we're about done here. Got a few machines left to get picked up here, and we're gonna hit the road. As always, if you wanna learn more about Wolfe Ridge products, our events, photos, specs, videos, and more, check out our website, www.wolferidgemfg.com. We had a great time at Paul Bunyan with you, and from all of us at Wolfe Ridge, we wanna say, Thank you.